On May 24th, 2022, Salvador Ramos went into Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, and killed 19 students and 2 teachers before being shot and killed by a Border Patrol officer. Ramos had been staying with his grandparents for the past few months after having a falling out with his mother. According to Ramos's grandfather, Rolando Reyes, the teenager barely attended school.
And it didn't seem like he went to school very often.
No, well, this past year he didn't go to school. He didn't graduate, but he didn't go to school.
Why?
I don't know. You tell them, and they think they know kids nowadays, they know everything.
Reyes also stated there was nothing unusual about that morning. Salvador was arguing with his grandmother over an unpaid phone bill before he left for work, but said other than that, it was a typical morning. Ramos turned 18 on May 16th and purchased 2 assault rifles, one on May 17th and another on May 20th. A neighbor reported hearing shots fired and seeing Ramos's grandmother screaming, "He shot me," before stealing her truck and driving towards Robb Elementary School. He had both rifles with him in the truck before crashing into a ditch outside of the school. Reyes told the media that Salvador didn't have a license and didn't know how to drive, so he is unsure how Ramos was able to buy both rifles and sneak them into the home. And if he knew they were there, he would have reported the weapons to the authorities.
And your grandson didn't have a driver's license, right?
No.
He didn't even know how to drive.
No.
What went through your mind when you heard?
I didn't
It's
say
your
nothing.
grandson.
It still hasn't sunk in yet, you believe me.
And so, did he ever talk about guns or weapons with you? Did he talk about being upset or angry?
No.
You're saying it came out of the blue. If you could have done anything differently, would you have done?
I didn't know he had weapons or nothing or this or that there. If I would have known, I would have reported him.
You would have reported your own grandson.
Yes. Because I'm against all that.
After Ramos crashed the car, he grabbed one of the assault rifles and some ammunition and headed toward the school. Texas Department of Public Safety spokesman Lieutenant Chris Olivares said that someone called 911 to report seeing the crash and an armed man running towards the school. At least one armed cop from the Uvalde School District confronted Ramos and exchanged gunfire, but Ramos was able to get past him. Ramos wore a tactical-style vest and kept running onto school grounds and entered the building through the back door. He then crossed 2 short hallways and went into 4th grade teacher Irma Garcia's classroom. 2 Uvalde police officers attempted to confront Ramos, but he shot both of them, leaving them with non-life-threatening injuries. Ramos then locked himself inside the classroom and began firing at children and teachers, causing local cops to call in SWAT units. The police officers began breaking windows all around the school, attempting to evacuate students, teachers, and anyone else while they waited for the tactical unit to arrive. The Border Patrol's elite BORTAC team was among the tactical officers who responded. They couldn't immediately get into the room because of a steel door and cinder block construction. Ramos was also firing at them through the door and walls. Officers were eventually able to get into the room using a master key from the principal. Ramos fired at them, hitting one officer who sustained minor injuries. Another officer sustained shrapnel wounds. A 3rd Border Patrol officer was the one who finally shot and killed Ramos, allowing officers to realize the true horror left behind: the bodies of 19 children and 2 4th grade teachers. Before the shooting, the suspect allegedly exhibited unusual behavior, such as threatening classmates and claiming to have cut scars into his face with a knife simply because he liked how they looked. The shooter's classmates told reporters that Ramos was known for fighting and threatening fellow students. Nathan Romo, who said he was once friends with Ramos, said he once threatened to kill him. Investigators are looking over the suspect's social media accounts. He allegedly left disturbing posts and reportedly sent videos and photos of guns and images of animal abuse to other users. An individual who said they knew Ramos through the social media platform Yubo told reporters that the suspect had turned on his video last week on the platform and showed himself with guns. The day before the shooting, Ramos was on the platform making statements including, "Wait till tomorrow." No one took him seriously, another user stated. At the time of this recording, this is the second worst school shooting in US history. My heart goes out to all the families and friends of the victims, and I hope this is the last time anybody has to hear about gun violence in schools. Let us start making fundamental changes and reporting the signs to the authorities to prevent this from happening again. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.